Namaskar everyone, I hope you're doing well wherever you're in this world. So today I'm going to show you my Giloy plant, and I'll tell you a little bit about Giloy. It's such an important plant. I have this in my balcony and I use it all the time. This is one of my favorite plant. Giloy is known as Amrita, Gaduchi, Giloy and so many other names. It's a very easy to grow. It's a climber, so it's a climbing vine. If you see, I'll show you a close grip. So if you see closely, this is the plant, and this is the stem of the plant. I just use a small kind of pot, and it's growing very well. It's a climber, so it likes to climb on other trees. And sometimes I try these fences, but it doesn't like fences. Somehow it just comes off the fences and go back to the plant again. If you see, it's climbing here. Can you see the note it's making to the other plant? Yeah, it's a very, very good climber. It's climbing up even higher than the plant it basically started with. So this is a raspberry plant I have. So it's a bit out of season at the moment. So it will flower again. I enjoyed the berries on it. Back to Giloy. So what we do is, normally we use this, if you see the thick stem, because it has those, the contents, ingredients which are basically the most useful. The leaves are also used. Leaves are also some valuable compounds, but main compounds are in the stem. So stem is mainly used for Giloy. Giloy also has fruit. It doesn't have fruit, so I'll show you sometime later. But yeah, so stem has those compounds which is basically polysaccharides, alkaloids, flavonoids, which basically help modulating the immune system. So so I'll teach you how to make a decoction for this plant, for the Giloy, which can help you if you have any condition, inflammatory condition, or any fever or excessive pitta, because it's a pitta calming herb. It is tridoshic in some texts, but mainly pitta is the main dosha which it cures. All right, so today I'm going to teach you how to make Giloy tea. Yesterday we had a lot of stem from the garden, so there are a lot more here. So they look like this. I show you on the live tree plant. So I cut them off, and they last longer. Some of the stem I had for 6 months, and they're still fresh, because the bark protects the stem. So, but when you make the tea, you have to peel the bark first, and then cut it off, chop it off. And then you can filter it, and then you can keep pouring hot water in it and keep drinking whole day. Yeah, so I'll teach you. I drink it often during if I had some cold or something, or during winter. Normally I don't have cold, but normally during the winter time it's a wonderful tea. Also, if someone immune system is weak means not just that it's not working enough. Sometimes it's overworking. So immune system, I'll use the word balance. So immune system is not balanced, then it restores that balance. It's more important to get that balance, because not every immune, you don't need to boost the immune system all the time. Sometimes it's just overactive, and which is quite common nowadays. So in part of the body it's just too much active, in part of the body it's not working at all. So that balance is important, and that is immunomodulation, and that's what Gaduchi does very well. That's why it's a national herb of India, and there is a reason for it. At the time there was dengue fever spreading across India, so this herb helped a lot. the common people, especially the poor people who doesn't have money enough to buy even the basic medicine like paracetamol, they were just boiling it because it grows everywhere and drinking it, and it calmed down the fever straight away. All right, so I'll show you what actually I'm going to use. So this is my plate. If you see, this is Giloy. This is a little bit of ginger. Ginger is also good for immune system. It's slightly warming and move the kaphas, so help in the cold condition. Amla, one of my favorite, good for vitality. Can you see what this is? Cardamom. And then this is licorice, muletti. Muletti is very good for digestion. Then we have this kesar, saffron, and this monk fruit. Monk fruit, kesar, licorice, cardamom, amla, Giloy, and ginger. So first of all, you don't have to have all of them in order to make a good tea. You can just have ginger and Giloy, and even with that you can make a nice tea. All right, so now we'll go more in detail. So what we'll do is, I'll take this stem and just peel it off. It will be like this. Can you see? This one is about 6 months old. So can you see it still looks fresh. It didn't dry up. That's the power of Giloy. It's full of really good fruits. And that's what fever does. It dries up the body. So this will restore those fluids in the body. Very nice immunomodulator, anti-inflammatory, and a general health tonic. It's a rasayan. In previous Ayurvedic text, rasayan is a special category of herbs which basically are good for general well-being. They improve the shukra dhatu in body, make asthi, majja, rakt, mas. So they're restorative in nature. So this is one of those category of herb. All right, so this is the peeled Giloy stick, and now I'll chop it off small pieces, so which later you can just brew, just pour some hot water on it, and then you can drink throughout the day. So now all of them nicely cut, chopped. I'll put it in this filter. And Giloy is ready. A little bit of ginger. Don't put too much unless you intentionally want to make your tea a little hot. So this warm the tea, so it's warming in nature. Like Giloy is more cooling in nature, so they also balance each other. So Giloy is or Gaduchi is pith nashak, anti-inflammatory. So if you have high pitta in the body, Giloy is very good. Ginger, on the other hand, is good for dampness if you have kapha, dampness in the body, because it moves. It's slightly warming in nature. Okay, now after this, you can put some amla, a little bit of amla. I'll say because you're not boiling it, so chop it nicely. When you chop, it breaks the chemical structure, so it dissolves. The compounds in it will dissolve in the water, Yeah, because most compounds are water soluble, especially those herbs we picked. So when you chop them, they mix nicely. So water can absorb better their goodness, their value. So this is amla is going there. Normally when you boil, then you have to put them in different stages, but this is a very simple version I'm telling you. I'll tell you in more details, the more complex tea I make sometimes. But for this, yeah, so Giloy is gone there and amla is there. Now I'll put some little bit of licorice. Licorice is sweet in nature, slightly sweet, good for digestion. So it basically smoothen the stomach lining. You know, some people who take a lot of antacids, even sometimes paracetamol, a lot of paracetamol, painkillers, they damage the lining of the stomach, and that it causes the symptoms of like GERD, reflux, belching, acidity, all those, because stomach lining is too weak. So that chest burning is coming from there. So this licorice repair that damaged or injured stomach gut lining. All right, so a little bit of kesar slightly, and that's it. One more thing, cardamom. So I'll put the cardamom here. It's best to crush the cardamom before you put it, because they have really nice aromatic oils in them. So once you crush them, then those oils basically will mix them with water and that create a good aroma. So that aroma, when you smell, it's just very uplifting. It can actually immediately switch on your mood. You'll be in a good mood just by drinking it, just by the smell of it. And of course it has many goodness in it. It's slightly cooling in nature. So I intentionally choose those herbs which basically make it very balanced, not too hot, not too cooling, but slightly balanced, a bit warming side, but overall balanced. So you can drink it in any season. It's winter or summer, doesn't matter. Even in Australia these days it's summer, so you can safely drink this one. Now this is monk fruit. So monk fruit also you have to crush. Monk fruit adds sweetness, good for digestion. Looks like a ball. It's a very interesting looking herb, monk fruit. So you put some, especially the inside, the core. In the core you find that sticky matter. But remember that you don't want to put too much. It sweetens the tea without adding sugar in it. That's the beauty of monk fruit. But you don't put too much, otherwise it will become too sweet, and if it becomes too sweet, then you can't unsweeten it. Yeah, if it is less, you can add more, but if it is already too much sweet, then you can't unsweeten it. Probably you can, if you can go back in time, if you have a time machine. All right, so now this tea is ready. All we need is boiling water, yeah, which is here, and then I'll pour on it, and this tea is ready. I'll show you the color of the tea. Now this, you can do it many times during the day. You can pour some water on it and keep drinking it. So set it in the morning and then keep drinking it whole day. Yes, it's a nice color. Can you see? Some color from the kesar. It's nice brew. And of course the Giloy gives slightly yellowishness, which is here. And oh, it smells delicious. So try this at your own place. And if you have any questions, just ask in the comment section. I'll be happy to help. Thank you very much.